Hello guys. If you are new here, my name is Candace and I do digital planning. I have an Etsy shop. It is curated by CN Digital. I also do planning on TikTok and I'm trying to move a lot of my stuff over here on YouTube. I just enjoy YouTube a lot, much more than going live on TikTok, but I still try to do both. But I came on a few weeks ago and I did my June overview monthly, and I've realized I've made a big mistake. I don't like it. This is what we came up with. It's cute. It's very cute. I will not take that away from it, but it's not very functional. So I have not been pulling towards it. I haven't seen myself like using it. So I need to fix that so that I'll actually use it. So today what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of change the layout, make it look more traditional, and hopefully I'll be more likely to use it. So we're going to undo this and then redo into a new one. So if you want to see how I get that done, just keep watching. Okay, yeah, like I said, I feel like such a fraud because I came on last, like 2 weeks ago maybe, and started working on this, and I loved it at the time. I thought it was fun, and it is fun. I won't take that away from it, but it's not really functional. It's not something that I've been pulling to. Also, I don't know, like the more that I create, the more I change things, the more that I sort of want to see things differently. So we are going to undo this and then we'll just redo it a little different, a little better. So it'll be a good little before and after for you. I have been releasing so much stuff in my shop, and I'm actually going to be working with a release that'll be coming out tomorrow. If you're watching this is Tuesday, June 3rd. This release will either come out late tonight or early tomorrow morning, the one that we're going to be working with today. And it was inspired by some other things that are already on my shop. So, as you see, I manipulated the size of this. You can do that in Noteful. I resized it. I'm going to pull it back to its original size. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll actually make it just a small bit bigger. And do it for just this page. Done. Okay, so this is going to get us back to a normal type planner page. Like I said, that was fun. We may revisit that idea and that option going into July, but for June, it was just too much. I was overwhelmed. I wasn't pulling towards it. I don't think I've opened it up once. And my planner, my monthly planner, like I totally feel like the monthly, that's your like meat and potatoes, right? Like that's where I put all of my appointments, things that I have to do, holidays, birthdays, things like that. My weekly, that's sort of like a big to-do list. Like, what do I need to accomplish in this particular week? And then my dailies is exactly what it is. What needs to happen that day? What am I eating that day? What appointments do I have specifically for that day? What's going on that day? So, it all starts here, right? So like this is where the bulk of my month comes from. So this has to be something that I enjoy, and it just was not something that I was enjoying. I'm going to put this into a split screen now. I am, again, working in the Noteful app. I do create stickers for both Noteful and for GoodNotes. So everything that I am using, you will also see in a GoodNotes form. So you'll see some sneak peeks on here. I didn't put everything up of some things that are coming out this week. But the thing that I'm going to work with today is called Coquette Lobster. I created, I've been working with this lobster print on a few different projects. I know I have it in a hyperlinked notebook. And I just love it. I think it's so cute. It's extremely coastal. It's extremely girly. It's me. It's me in summer. So I decided that I needed an entire kit for Coquette Lobster. And before we start, let me just sort of show you the kit. Also, I am planning on my iPad Pro 11-inch right now, so it makes it a little easier for you to see things. But this is coming to the shop, Coquette Lobster. It's just like all things, like I almost called it like Maine lobster because it just gives like Maine in the summer. A few months ago, I went to Seattle and went to the marketplace where they like throw the fish and stuff. So I was inspired by that. But the coquette, like bows, lobsters, like how stinking cute are these? So this is what we'll be using today. I love these like stamp almost looking. You can use them for decor, you can use them for list. I'll probably use them for list making. These will be really cute on a monthly, so I might replace some of my existing like oil change and stuff that I have to do with that. So excited to use these for the week. I think I'll probably do my week next week in those. Then I went ahead and added some fish as well. More of the like awnings of fish shops and stuff. When you think of lobsters, you think of like lemon, right? So I put some lemon slice day dots in here. Just some more of those little lists with the like stamps and the cherry, the coquette. And then the last page is super cute. These are lobster tail days and then full lobster date dots. So I think this is where, it's not I think, I know this is where we're going with this for this month. So let's get started. I believe, I think I'm going to start, and let me just make sure I have images on. Everything's ready to go. Looks great. I believe I'm going to, oh, this is the print, by the way. It's this one. This is the one that has like had me in a chokehold. I really enjoyed it. Let's see if we can pull away from that one just for a little here. So let's go with this one. We're gonna drag and drop it over and resize it. I love this print because it doesn't get easily distorted. Make sure you guys are in the frame here. And then I'm gonna duplicate that. And I'm just going to go in here. I'm gonna go in a little tighter and just make sure things are lined up the way that I want them to be. And try to make it look as seamless as possible. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty close. Okay. So we have our bottom here. Not 100% happy with this being here because I had to add an extra, like day for June. So let's see what I can do. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete this. I'm going to duplicate this so that everything's the same size. And then the good thing about Noteful is, and you could probably do this in GoodNotes as well, but I can just sort of line this up. No, I'm going to have to crop it, unfortunately. I'm either going to have to crop it or the 30th will look a little smaller. Or both, actually. Let's see. Let me crop this from the edge just a little. Let's see what that does. Still not enough. I'll crop it again. Still not enough. Crop. And then of course that was too much, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. And then now I'm going to try to go in and line this up and make it look as seamless as I can. If I really wanted to, I could probably add a line here just so that it looks like it's supposed to. Okay, that's not bad, actually. I sort of like that. Okay, so we have that done. Now for the top and for the June, of course, I'm going to go to this page. Drag and drop that over. Just like that. And then now I'm going to go to these cute little coquette lobster days. I'm gonna drag and drop them, pull them over. You can sort of see through them, but that's okay. That just means we're gonna have to do just a little bit more work. Whoops, how did I switch? Oh, because I was already on that. Okay, we'll just sit this here for a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna add it in. I'm just going to white all of this out. Just so that when I put those lobsters on there that you won't be able to see the like day that was already on there poking through. And I'm gonna send this to locked, meaning now I can move things, I can resize things here. Let me pick them all up. I can resize these here. I can take 2 of them, but it doesn't move that white. So that's a feature that I really like. So now let's resize them and get them like where we want them and how big we want them. And I'm realizing I might not put my June up there. I might keep my June down here. That's actually kind of cute to have them bigger and have, because I could do them smaller and put my June up. Let's try it this way first. We'll see if we like it. So let me go ahead and put this. As you know, I'm a Monday start girly. Sunday is the weekend, in my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. All right. Monday, Tuesday, okay. So I could throw June back up there, maybe send that to the back. So like, there we go. It sort of goes to the back anyway. But I almost feel like it takes away. It almost takes away from the little pinchers, but not really. I'm not mad at it, honestly. I'm not mad at it. We're gonna go with it. Okay. Now, is this going to be like Lobster Fest where we do all of these lobsters? Or are we going to do, no, that's cute. So it is going to be Lobster Fest. Okay, so we are going to delete him. We're going to take over everything but the 31st. Well, let me try that again. Everything but the 31st comes over. And then we're going to see if we like how they are lining up. You might see the number under there just slightly. Maybe I can make it just a teeny bit bigger. And if so, it's not bothering me. Like, I don't care either way. All right, so we're gonna, I think one of them is not showing up right. I wonder why that one's showing up with a white background behind it and the rest of them aren't. I'll have to check it before I put it out, but for now, this will work. So if you are someone who is new to digital planning, you may not be comfortable putting stickers on top of stickers because then you have to pick the entire sticker up. There's a lot that goes into that. And you don't want to have to move other things. I think that's where using the layers, if you are new, using the layers in Noteful comes in handy because you're able to, like, I could circle everything but the date dots, lock it, so that when I put in my date dots, I can resize them, manipulate them, they don't get in the way. I don't have to worry about picking something else up. And then you can take it off the lock layer if you don't want to leave it there. I typically just leave it there. But I've been digital planning for about what's this? Since like 2020, the end of 2021. So I usually don't even count because it was like November 2021. So I've been doing it for that long. So I'm sort of used to being able to pick up stuff and not like grab everything. But this is coming out exactly the way that I expected it to. It is so cute. I literally was so excited to do this. I was just sitting there yesterday and I was like, okay, I need something that's going to make my planner fun for me again, because it wasn't fun. It was cute, but it was overwhelming me for some reason. I don't know why that was. And I was like, maybe it's just too much. Maybe I'm doing too much with the pool and the floats. Maybe I can do a different type of planner and use that concept. It was a lot. So I decided that I wanted more lobster stuff. And I came up with this concept. And here we are. You see what I'm saying about this one? See? Yeah, I have to fix that one. But for right now, because we're just doing my actual planner, it's fine. Like, I can see it, but it's okay. But I'll fix it. When I fix it in the pack, I'll fix it on here as well. But yeah, I don't know why that one did that. I'll have to go back and look at it. But yeah, I can already tell that this is going to be so much more fun for me. And this is going to be useful, and I'm going to like gravitate towards it, and we're going to actually use it. Whereas we weren't using the other one because I was slightly intimidated by it. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go in and change some of the labels. Let me move that back one more time. There we go. I want to go in and I want to change some of the labels. So like I have a therapy appointment. I can move that down and I can delete that. And I'm gonna take this one, copy it, bring it over, paste. And yeah. And then I'm gonna arrange and send that to the back. Whoops, I moved it. Then I'm gonna grab my little doctor, what's this called? A doctor's briefcase, I guess. That is in the Sundae Sundae. So I just came out with a let me turn off images so that I can resize. I just came out with a ice cream last week. It's called Sundae Sundae. It's a lot of pinks, sprinkled waffle cones, and those labels. That label came from Sundae Sundae if you're looking for it. Okay, I like the way that looks. I also love this in Noteful. So right now I have 3 different things. I have one word, I have an icon, and then I have my my actual label. And as you can see, it's sort of close here to the what is this thing? To my date dot. What you can do is you can just sort of circle in the middle, go over. Where's it at? Hold on. Oh no, you can't do it. Hold on. I have to turn images back on first. Now it should let me circle, and there should be an option now that says group. So what I've pretty much done is I've taken those 3 stickers or 3 elements and I made them one so that now I can make it smaller. If I wanted to make it super small, I could put it up here. I don't really want it there, but I did want it bigger, but away from that date dot. So there, those have become one sticker. So we got that. Tomorrow is the 4th. I have a presentation for work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn that off. Turn off images. Whoops. And then I'm going to move this. I'm going to take this and delete it. And I want to use one of these labels. Whoops. Images are off. Turn the images back on. Use this label. Pull it over. Resize it. Hold on. Now I'm going to resize it just a little more and get it lined up. All right, now I'm going to pick this up, resize it, arrange, and bring to the front. The nutrition one, I can do the same thing. Or I can change the label to one like that. But I think it's fine like that. I'll leave it like that. What else? I have a few things going on Friday. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I was getting a phone call. But like I was saying, I have some things going on this weekend, oil change on Friday, and then on Saturday a nail appointment. So I think I might change the labels to those as well. So move this one, delete it. Let's go in with this one here. And I'm gonna zoom in. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna zoom in here. And this font, I get asked what the font is. This font is called Fresh Bread, and it is super cute. All right. I'm just gonna put oil change here. Arrange, bring to front. And then I'm gonna get me a text box and do 11:30. And then the font that I'm using now, because it changed, because I have a new default. This one is called, what's it called? Fresh Lemonade, I think. Yeah, I think that one's Fresh Lemonade. I'm gonna resize this. I just want to resize this though. I don't want to resize all of this. Hold on. Let's move it. Let's go out of that. Resize that. Make it a little bigger. Now I need it smaller. Of course I need it smaller. Of course, after all of that. Resize. Okay, that's gonna have to be it. All right, 11:30 oil change on Friday. And then I have a nail appointment. And like I said, I used the sprinkles. I don't know. I was thinking like summer fun. And I could totally just keep that, but I'm not. We're just gonna move on from that. Okay. And then now we're gonna size this down. Arrange, bring to front. Excuse me. Turn off images. And lasso tool, resize. All right, let's pull it out and see what we think. Yes. A few other things I need to add on here that I'm just going to more than likely pull from some other sticker packs. Planning basics, clean planning, icons, labels. All right, let's just do some labels. We'll go into calendar labels and just get some plain labels. So we gift ourselves once a month to have cleaning ladies come to the house. And I just got the message that they are coming tomorrow. Let me turn my images back on. They are coming tomorrow. Do I want to use that color? I want to use like black. I don't know why. They're coming tomorrow. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to arrange this, send it to the back, and they will be here. 3 p.m. cleaning. And I will do this, take that off. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that I added that on my schedule. And then we also have just some other little random things going on. Like we are changing our patio. We our patio. We've been in this house for 5 years and our patio has like been through it. There was a tornado once that like jacked everything up. And then we started buying stuff and I don't know. We joke and say we live in a wind tunnel because when it's windy, like it's just so bad. And I just feel like anything that I get for the patio just has not been sustainable. So we're switching everything up now. We're going to, instead of trying to do like a table, an umbrella, chairs, and everything, we're going to do more of like a conversation set outside and a pergola. So we've been ordering and buying stuff for that. And part of it is getting delivered today. So there's a delivery today. And then, you know what? We're going to use our handy dandy grouping trick. So I'm going to put in show keyboard patio delivery. Let me make sure the images are off just so that I can resize that and I pick everything else up. Patio delivery, resize. Okay. And then I'm going to turn images on. Now I'm going to lasso what I want to be one thing. Hit group. All right. Now I'm going to duplicate that because they're coming back on Thursday. I don't know why. I do know why. They canceled something. We had to reorder it. It's a whole thing. Like we had to go pick something up last night. And then, believe it or not, there's one more next Wednesday on the 11th. But I don't know the time for those yet. I don't know the times. I'll have to look up the times. I know the one today should be like any minute now. So I'm trying to like listen out for them. But yeah, it's going to be super cute. I'm very excited about that. So we got that on there. What else do I need for this? I'm going to give you another little sneak peek of something that's coming. You know what? No, I'm not. Not. I was going to, but yeah, I'm not. I think we have everything else that we need on here. I might make sure that image is on and just try to like hide those just a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't bother me, but I already feel so much better about this. Yes, like I love where I was at before, but I feel like now this is going to make me so much more productive. I'm so glad that I was able to do it. And now I feel like I have a good start on the month. So, I'm happy. I'm good with it. All right. So, tomorrow, Coquette Lobster will be out in my shop. If not tomorrow, then later on today, but it'll be after you see this, of course. Just another, oh, we can do one of those. We can do like a little fish market. Just a little overview of what's included. I'm very excited to do a weekly and use some of this stuff. Let me go back to my monthly and see. I don't know if this is going to look good or not, but it's worth a try. This is just me trying and playing with stuff right now. You know what? I like the idea of it, but not this one. Let's go back to the red one. Simply because we just want to actually add it. And then I'm going to like hang it off the screen some. And I'm going to make it big. And I'm going to arrange, no, not send to the back because it's going to the back of everything. That was dumb. Let's just do it like that for now. And then if I need to write anything on Saturday and Sunday on the 28th and 29th, I'll just write it on top of there. I think that'll be super duper cute. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for now. I just wanted to quickly come in, switch everything out. I know that was sort of crazy that I did that, but I feel much better about it. I feel like I'm going to be more productive. And how cute is this Coquette Lobster set? Everything you see me use today is available in my Etsy shop. I will keep it linked. Also follow me on TikTok. I have the exact same username. That's where you can see a lot of my sales. If I have any sales running, you can see a lot of like my new postings, any tutorials, anything like that. So thank you so much if you stuck in there with me while we got this switched over. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy planning.